Hi, my name's Jane. Welcome to my online studio and yoga for runners. So I used to be a marathon runner, so I know a little bit about running and how you can get tight muscles, in particular ITB band, your glutes or piriformis, possibly people's calves and under your feet. I used to carry a lot of my stress and tension from running around my neck and shoulders and my lower back. So we're all different. Okay, let's go through a warm-up. First of all, just treading on the spot. So rising up on your toes, getting a bit of flexibility in those ankles. Let's just swing those arms as well. All right, take a big bend of your knees and stretch up tall and release. And again, big breath in and out. Good, let's do that one more time. Now we're going to take that into a balance. Open those arms wide. So think tension as you reach from one side of the room to the other. Pick up your leg and take a little lean to the side. So we're making a star balance. So when you run, one foot is on the floor, one foot in the air. You need to be able to balance. So here, we're working this bit, your side oblique core muscles. Let's lean a little further. You need to have tension. Good. Let's try it on the other side. So, useful if you're doing cross country, to be able to balance, to jump over puddles. And even just the rough pavement, up and down the curb, or dodging other pedestrians. Dogs, prams. Good. And by holding it here, as well as working on your balance, we're improving strength in those muscles. Good. Let's come back to the center. So, legs together, squeeze those thighs together, bend your knees. So we're making a chair. Again, just building up strength in those muscles. And then let's rise back up and another balance. So this time, I want you to cross your ankle just above your knee. Bend your knees if you're sitting back down on that chair. When you've got your balance, unlike me. All right, here we go. So, bend your knee there. Great one here, opening the hips and stretching. And this is good because you can do this outside. You don't have to lie on the floor to do your stretch at the end of your run. However, if like me, you wobble, put your bum up against a wall is a good idea. More of a challenge, let's lift those arms. The deeper you squat, the more you're going to feel that in those hips and glutes. All right, come back up again. So let's change legs. Cross your ankle just above your knee. Bend your knee, hold that squat. All right, now we can have to be quite tight also in those hip flexors. So this is another great balance. Pick up your foot. You're going to bring your big thumb towards your big toe. So you're holding the inside edge of your foot, not the outside edge. So usually when we do a hamstring stretch, we do it like this. But I want you to hold on that inside. Push your knee up and back. Try not to twist in the hips. So our dancer's pose. Great for stretching your quads and hip flexors. And again, working on our balance. So let's change legs. Hold that inside of your foot. Push that foot up. And relax there. So a lunge. You're probably used to doing lunges as a runner. Foot forward, foot back on the toes. And we sink down in the middle, keeping a nice upright back. Now there's lots of ways we can alter these lunges. So you could bring that foot in a little closer, tuck that knee under, so we're getting knee, hip, shoulder in a nice straight line. Now think about straightening that back leg and leaning slightly forward. So we get a straight line from your fingertips to shoulders to hips, knee, ankle. Good. Let's change legs. So first of all, a little step back. Sink down, tuck that back knee under. Clasp your hands above your head. Now straighten that back leg. Take a little lean forward. You can take your foot a little further back. Come a little lower in the hips. Let's place those hands on the floor. Lift your hips up and back. Feet about hip width apart, so down dog. Stretching through your calves. And again, you could transfer the weight from one foot to the other. Feel that stretch. Spread your hands. Now lower those heels. Drop down onto your hands and knees. Flatten your feet and sink back into child's pose. Take your hands back by your feet and let those shoulders drop. So this is a good one for stretching out tension between your shoulder blades, your neck, and in that lower back. We're also getting a little stretch here on our ankles, so we can increase that just by coming back up to sitting. And then you can sink back a little further. Could you lift one knee and then the other? Just have a play around with the stretch there. All right. Let's come back up again. Now this is another one we can hit that piriformis, our glutes, by coming into our pigeon pose. So I'm going to bring my right knee just behind my right wrist. My foot's turned out at the side, and then I'm going to slide that left leg back. Have a little wiggle. Now, if that feels comfortable for you, you can take it a little further and come down to rest on your forearms and head. Now take your time here, just breathe. Let those muscles relax. Let's push back up again. So I'm going to show you that the other way around now. So I'm going to bring my knee behind my wrist, foot to the side, slide that long leg back. And again, either staying there, or if you're feeling okay, come forward. And then let's push back up again. So we're going to come back into a plank position now. And then elbows tuck in, lower yourself down to the floor. So a little bit of back flexibility. Squeeze your glutes and straightening those arms. Tuck your toes, lift your hips back up. Let's step our right foot forward. Turn your back foot out to the side as you rise up. So this is our warrior two position. Again, creating strength in those legs. Straighten your leg. And just imagine someone's pulling your hips to the side. Reach across with your arm. Turn those arms around. So we're making a triangle shape. Trying to get a straight line. And the lines of your leg and arm, just a triangle. Top shoulder pulling back. Bend your knee, come back up. Turn your feet forward. Now clasp your elbows and just let your head drop, arms drop. Roll back up again. So let's turn your other foot out to the side. Sink down. Knee above ankle. Come a little lower. Straighten your leg. Hips pull to the side. Glide through your rib cage. Turn those arms around. So make sure you're not rolling forward. Reach back. Good. Let's come back to the center again. So just wiggle those feet in. Turn your toes out and then squat down. Bring your elbows onto the inside. Push those knees out. Make sure your feet are still flat on the floor here. So a great inner thigh stretch. Let's place those hands on the floor. Turn your toes in. And just relax your upper body. So you can have a little rock forward and back here. Just playing around with that stretch. So find an area where you feel a stretch and just relax. Let's roll back up. Take a big breath in and out. Lovely. So I hope that helped you today. There's lots more exercises we can do for runners with yoga. So if you're interested in joining a class, just send me a message.